The artificial life forms red zone is the hardest red zone ever. Actually, we've had way worse. Low-key, in hindsight, this is not that hard. But it's still hard. So today we will be taking on the artificial life form red zone 200% plus category leader challenge. In this series we challenge the last 5 stages of the newest and completed red zone / blue zone fight, and here are the rules. Number 1, the featured 200% plus character must be our leader at all times, and all characters must fit under the leader skill. Number 2, we will challenge the last 5 fights in order, and we can only move on with a win. Number 3, there's only one retry after a loss, and any loss after that is a loss to the challenge. And finally, number 4, no items and no support memories. Now let's see how far we can get in this challenge. Hello everybody, we got instant EX super attack, lovely. Now while we go through the start of this phase, I'm actually going to go over what the character does here, because I think it's pretty interesting to do for either really old characters or characters, of course, that are very new, so maybe people might not know everything they do. It's a great reminder for all of us. The baby fight is very long and it's very easy in the beginning, so I think this is the perfect fight to do this in. So of course we got the Realm of Gods leader. Realm of Gods is not the greatest category in the world, I'll be honest. We could definitely use some easy A's and super easy A's. We obviously got the boosts helping us quite a bit, but I'm not going to pretend this is a 10 out of 10 leader skill or anything like that. Now Goku, something to mention is, of course, with 24 keys, got the 70% chance for the EX super attack that gives him guaranteed dodge for the rest of the turn. Pretty awesome. Other than that, both that EX super attack and his normal 18 key give a 3-turn greatly raises attack and defense multi-turn buff, which is pretty nice. That's really useful for when you're going to use the active skills or just stack up your damage a little bit. Now we'll just go over some of the key points here. He's got 70% chance to dodge in base, just base 70%. After receiving a key sphere, which means you could use this later if you decide you want to use Vegeta first right away. He guaranteed dodges. He gets Realm of Gods Realm of Gods get 7%, and if they're super classic, an extra 7% chance to dodge to a max of 14%, which is honestly just straight up pretty crazy. Like, I'm not gonna pretend it isn't. It's pretty awesome. Let's do him just so we can do our multi-turn buff here, our 3-turn buff. And actually, we're going to keep him on just because we want to make sure that he's getting stacked up. So we'll do that there. Sorry, on the side there. So before attacking, it's 10%, which is nice. So he's at a max 80% before attacking. Gets an EX super attack that he has guaranteed. Otherwise, he just goes right back to 70. He also has 60% damage reduction before receiving an attack. That's really for normals, not for a super. But if he does get supered, he will survive KO up to once per turn, so you better start dodging after that. For every dodge, you just stack up a little bit more attack, critical hit, and of course key, which is very important to get in that 24 key. He does, of course, give support when doing 18 or more, and he has a very, very, very unique mechanic that I find to just be very interesting. Which is, of course, that he can actually do the reversible exchange right away. He is not required to have to wait. As long as you have a Realm of Gods or Power Band Super Saiyan, you just do it right away. And let's talk about what Vegeta can do exactly, which is really great. He's got no multi-turn stacking. He starts off with 77% damage reduction from receiving that key sphere, and he already has 3% before attacking. This puts him over 100%. You throw him slot 1, he cannot take damage before he attacks. And of course, if he's getting hit at all, he gets up to 40%. So even 3 hits, he's right back again to a 100% damage reduction, or even more. He's pretty crazy because of that. The main thing, though, is being able to attack. You really want to make sure you get him 24 key, because you get not only massive defensive buffs here, 77, 77, 77, but also attack, 77, 77, and 277, and of course a guaranteed crit. So make sure you're getting him that 24 key, going hard there. After his initial 77% damage reduction, he's not really a slot 1 unit. just a max of 70 with guard, but he's going to be at pretty low defensive value. He will get freaking mollywopped. Now, if you activate the active skill, this will of course give him all of these defensive buffs here, so he'll be pretty high. You can definitely put him slot 1 if you need to, but I still not going to be like a fantastic slot 1 or anything like that. And of course he has an active skill, 4th turn, that easy, 77% attack, and that can be used when you switch into Goku. Incredibly great character. I'm not even gonna pretend he isn't fantastic. I think this is going to be really fun, really good. We're going to see how far we can get here. I might need to restart my phone because I'm actually getting a little bit of lag on here. But I am going to actually pause here, and I'm going to come back after this phase. We're just going to skip this phase here and come back to the second to last phase, because I think that's the only one where we're ever even going to be in a little bit of danger. All right, we're back here, the second to last phase. I'm not going to pretend this guy's like scary, but I also don't want to pretend that he's not, I guess, if that makes sense. I guess we'll keep out these guys. Have they not really been targeted at all? No, he's dodged twice. He's dodged once. All right, let's let some of these guys dodge a little bit here so they could get built up. These other Gokus, and we'll take him out here, Vegeta. I don't want to use my physical Vegetas yet. I'd prefer to save them for the final phase. Well, at least save one of them for the final phase. I'll activate their active skills for sure, but like I'll throw one of the Vegeta slot 1 because we have like a guaranteed 4 attacks, I believe, in slot 0, with one of them being a super, and then a super slot 2, super slot 3. So just something I guess to be wary of. We do also have Tech Goku here, the Tech UI. I haven't used him in a while, but he's not too shabby because we can actually use his domain and everything in this stage. So I decided to bring him here, see how he could do. Hopefully he does well. I mean, he's been dodging so far, so far so good, but I don't know, it's not like he's anything special, you know, damage wise, everything else wise. You know, I'm not. Goku did get hit, but only took 60k. He's gonna hit a lot. Dodge, man, damn. I mean, I guess he'll survive KO attack, but Goku, you gotta dodge, man. I guess I'm not getting those 24 keys. I'm not getting those freaking EX supers, but he needs to dodge to get his key and attack upgrades and his crit stuff. So I'd prefer for him to, you know, be dodging and everything. But instead, everyone's like, I must take damage. I must get hit. They must touch me. I need to get touched. Like, come on, bro. Let's chill. Okay, before receiving an attack within the turn, 60% damage. So he only gets that for 1 attack. I guess I misunderstood that. I read that as before attacking. So the first attack it gets hit by, like it actually hits, it's not dodged, will have 60% damage reduction. The rest, of course, will not. Now, post super, that was pretty good. We were able to tank that super. This is not an unimpressive super. To give you context, Baby's base super attack here is 4 million, just a little over 4 million. Plus, we have 3 pure Saiyans on there, so that's what, you know, an additional 60%. So that's 1.6 times that. And then he does have a 50% attack raise. So, you know, not unimpressive or anything that he actually took that. We will activate this. Maybe I should have played it because it's kind of a. I don't know. I feel like I don't necessarily see that as much anymore. All right, so he does have guaranteed dodge now. Let's just go over what he does super quick again. Yep, he gets guaranteed dodge. He gives all allies an extra 10% dodge, which is super nice. Yeah, for every attack performed, so we really need to make sure we're doing some attacks. And he does counter and everything too. So I think we're actually gonna float him off, which might seem crazy, but it's not crazy to a guy like me. We'll switch into Vegeta too. Let's not switch into Vegeta. We'll stay Goku. He is a little scary. I'm actually gonna transform him too. If he gets blasted by a super, I think he lives, but it's scary. Main thing though is that now I could get his multi-turn buff in here so that next time he comes around and like uses active or something, he could actually deal a good amount of damage, like extra damage here, rather than just using his what you call it right away. All right, so he's got guaranteed dodge and countering right now, which is pretty nice. We'll see how much damage he does. He's not like a okay. I would say it's not like his damage is super crazy. How much? This guy has 2.3 million defense. This baby. I feel like it's kind of a lot for just a regular character. How much damage reduction? 66% damage reduction. Yeah, so unless he's critting, he's not really doing a lot of damage with those counters. This will up his attack though, so maybe he could do a little bit more damage. Okay. Oh, he interrupts an attack. Okay. Okay. All right. So now he's doing a little bit of damage. All right. 52 million. All right. Hey, I didn't think they had gotten a lot of stacks, but I clearly got a little bit. They're buffed by the domain, right? Let me re-up the domain. What the domain does, because I mean it's been a while. I kind of forgot. What's the quickest way to get over there? Okay, here we are. Okay. Your domain. Where do I see that info on this website? Okay. Superclass, enemies and ally. Yep, superclass, 15% attack and defense plus an additional 15% per character. He's also going to Realm of Gods. Wow. So yeah, he's actually really good with this team. Superclass, enemies and allies can nullify attacks or guarantee a hit, making it possible to evade those attacks. Yep, so pretty cool actually. That's actually really cool. And he gets it for how many turns? Ooh, he only gets it for 3 turns, huh? He does stay transformed forever though, which is nice. What's really so bizarre to me is that he has this Tech Goku, he has no base chance to dodge, like just straight up. He needs every attack performed to be able to give him, you know, he's got to do 4 attacks or whatever for every attack performed to be able to get up to 77% chance to dodge. Otherwise he just doesn't. Just so weird to me, but that's what it is. All right, I'm probably gonna keep them on here, and we will just go ahead and kill here. They are obviously well, actually, at least we had an AoE here. I was gonna say we're actually not completely what's the word, built up. That one in the middle is not completely built up. Now he is. All right, perfect. So that's max key, max extra damage, max crit, whatever. All right, what are we getting? EX super, nice. This just looks so amazing. I am just so satisfied with the aesthetics of these characters, from their card art to their animations to just everything. They are spectacular. Truly a home run, A+, just next level release, Dokkan. Like, actually pride yourselves on this. This is fantastic. I mean this gotta be like we already got top grossing like right after they came out, which isn't crazy considering these characters. That is just super awesome. I mean, yeah, no complaints from me. They are pretty freaking goated for sure. Like just very, very goated. Okay. All right, we're gonna be on to the final phase now. We're gonna do a couple active skills. We'll watch the physical Vegeta ones, but we're not gonna be watching the other normal ones that we've seen before. This is our last turn of the domain, just fine. We do have a revive up as well. We're not below 50% HP, which is fine. So, oops. Number of attacks performed. Okay, so those do count. I figured. I just wanted to make sure that those do indeed count, which they do. Okay. Cool. All right, 1 turn left on the domain. We don't need a lot of key here, but we kind of have to grab some. 9 with 3 rainbow orbs is spectacular. All right, we'll activate this quick. I should have put him in the middle, but I'm an idiot chud, so it doesn't matter. An attack there should probably... He's going to be hit by the hardest super, but we have the revive up in case he dies, which he honestly might, getting hit by a super that hard. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. because he's only gonna be a 50% damage reduction getting hit by the super, and it's a hard hitting super. So we got 5.4 million on the super, 100% massively, you know, 100% to the attack when he does it too. So that's still a multiplier, which is gonna put him at like already like 6 million something. And then he also has attack plus 25% when a pure Saiyan's category character is present, which we have 3 of, so that's 75% extra attack. That is, you know, pretty crazy. I mean, that's a lot. So that's a 1.75 multiplied on top of just literally whatever he has. Which what did I just say? We're at like what, 7 million? Let's just put that in the calculator quick. So you got what? Maybe we could actually calculate like all of it, but I don't care. Times 1.75. Yeah, we're already at like 12 mil super. And so he gets that 100% for every single one of them, like the 100% extra. So this final one hits pretty hard. Like we're getting hit with like a 15 mil super easily in the back, which the Vegeta in the back is boosted, sure. And I feel like, yeah, if he gets, you know, if he gets all of his stuff, like for example, we can get him up to this max damage reduction. Yeah, sure. You know what? I think he's got a really good shot. I think he's got a really good shot. Post super max damage reduction, taking that super, yeah. 80% damage, yeah. You know what? I'll give it to him. I'll say, yeah. You got a pretty good chance. Ooh, they're just taking it. They just took that. They did not dodge. Good thing we got the revive. Let's watch it. Damn. All right, there we go. Kind of perfect time to get this, actually, to do that, since we're about to change into these other guys. All right, let's hit him with Vegeta's real quick. It's just the stronger one by far. Perfect. All right, we'll switch into, actually, we'll keep it this. All right, we'll watch one of these Vegetas. We won't watch the other one. That simple. All right, yeah, let's watch this one. What's his defense at base? 513? Yeah. He doesn't build up extra defense or anything other than like as he gets hit or whatever. So, just FYI to this, you cannot throw him slot 1, even with 70% damage reduction. Like post turn 1, I mean like, you know, his second appearance, after he loses that 77% damage reduction, you cannot be throwing this guy slot 1 without active skill at least first. That is just way too much damage. Okay, all right, like 500k is like 500k for a 500 defense at the start of turn, 500k defense, geez, with only 70% damage reduction and guard, like it's kind of just not enough. It's just honestly, it's not enough. All right, there we go. I should correct myself too. Not enough to take a super, but like a normal. Normals, yeah, that's fine. All right, let's turn the skip on here quick. Bink. Throw this out. There we go. Perfect. All right. Sorry, I'm just so curious. I guess they both did a super, so they're either of them is fine to be the slot 1 here. I'll switch you into Goku. We'll switch you into Vegeta, and let's get you your key, baby. There we go. You're fine there, unless you don't dodge, in which case I'll kill you. Ooh, Dokkan attack too, and we'll give you that there. All right, looking pretty nice. We'll make sure we do the Dokkan attack. He's gonna get hit a couple times, but it's all this guy is all scripted. He literally just does a couple normal attacks, and then the rest of his attacks are gonna be supers. Actually, I'm just thinking about that. Why didn't the Why didn't the gods release a super attack? There shouldn't have been an extra attack there, right? The year 7s? Shouldn't they have deleted that super attack? Is there like invisible actions against this boss? Because they should have interrupted the super attack, right? Am I crazy? I'll have to make sure to look back at that when I'm editing. So I should have a note there because technically there's never really should have been able to even get hit by a super, I would think. All right, Vegeta's doing a lot of damage. Obviously, I'd figure. 62 million for Goku. Yeah, he doesn't hit nearly the heights that Vegeta does, but that's fine. The attack plus 77% is just crazy. Does Goku have like more additionals though built in? I feel like he doesn't. I feel like there's no way. Let's just check here. So Goku, he just has a guaranteed additional just on his basic effect, which is super nice. So he gets 1 additional. 18 more key gets a 2nd additional. So he gets 2 guaranteed additionals. All right, you're gonna dodge this for me, buddy. It's 70% chance to dodge, which is a little bit lower than I want it to be. Ooh, but he lived it though. Thank goodness. Ooh, if he is not getting that EX super attack, he can be a little scary. Only 70% chance to dodge is a little scary. I'm not gonna pretend it's not. Oh, he only survived because he survived KO attacks. Wonderful. Goku has to dodge this then. I mean, he kind of had to dodge it before, but he has to dodge this. Oh, that is all right, Goku, be careful. Hey. At least when he does get hit, he does survive KO attacks. I guess at least. I guess at least when he does. Okay, this isn't real. This is not real. He didn't dodge. You got an 80% chance, buddy. 80% chance. I understand. Oh my god. That sucks. All right, just so I see you guys here at the beginning of this one, we're starting here. Same team, no changes. I think we should, hopefully be fine. I think we're just gonna chalk that one up to unlucky. Yeah, we could chalk it up to just being unlucky there. I'd say we were unlucky in a couple different ways, so I think that's fine. So I will go ahead. I will be back there. We'll just join last phase, end of the fight. Honestly, the only place we get killed, we'll probably do a lot of the other same stuff the same. God's probably gonna transform them there on that second to last phase, unless they get a lot of stacks or they're not in any danger. Otherwise, they'll probably be transforming the next one there. So, all right, meet you at the end. Hopefully, it's not the end of the goddamn episode, dude. Gosh, these dodge characters, I swear, two for 2 to miss 2. Come on. All right, here we are on the second to last phase here. I just transformed the gods, threw them slot 1 for this turn. They got 4 rainbow orbs, so that's pretty cool. They were hitting some pretty high attack stats in base, so I'm hoping that they'll do pretty good here. Obviously, I can get a chance to look at the footage again and see if we got cheated out of a revive earlier there with that other one, because I don't know, it just feels like we were. I don't know. But we will be able to activate, oh my gosh, the domain next turn, which is pretty awesome. And you know what? We didn't watch it last time. We're back. You guys want to watch it. I know you do. We'll rewatch it. He's definitely going to be seeing some more love, this Tech Goku, with you being Realm of Gods and also wanting to have a full superclass. It's going to be good. You might notice missing here is the Int Super Easy. He's very good. I think he's better in shorter fights than longer fights. He's fine probably against normals, just from when I look at it on his kit. There's just no way that he can handle the final phase. Is pretty much why I didn't bring him here. Because with slot 2, slot 3, slot 1, you're just getting hit. You're just getting barraged by supers. I just don't think he's got that dog in him to handle that. No way. No way. Okay. So we'll go ahead and activate the domain right away, and like I said, we'll watch it. We won't watch Vegeta's thing again. We might watch it again if I think it'll kill or something, but we'll watch this one here quick. Gosh, bro. UI Goku is just like sex. Just sex incarnate. Like, actually. He is just so cool. Alright. Let's turn this back on. We'll activate this one. Boom. Now we got the domain. We got the buff, too. Everything. He's just so cold. Alright, now we will go ahead and activate this. Let's see how much damage this is going to do. Probably a lot. Let's see. Yeah, 92 off that. That's awesome. That's kind of crazy, actually. Attack's a little random. We'll throw him up front. You know what? It might be risky. I'm going to put him in the middle. Put him at the end. He's the GOAT. He'll dodge for sure. This is our all dodge rotation. Now, actually, he gives, let's see here, extra 10% chance to dodge. All allies, sorry, chance of enemies attack 10%. So everyone's got an extra 10% chance to dodge. Yeah. So, goated. Goating him, so he'll be at 90% before, which doesn't matter, and 80% after attacking. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Everyone's at max key because I'm pretty sure this domain gives key too, or something about him gives key. All right, let's see how much damage we do here. All right, he's got guaranteed dodge this first turn, which is super awesome. Yeah, these actually do no damage. These, like, the attack set is so slow. Maybe I'm just too used to Tech Vegito, because Tech Vegito, his counters do, you know, fucking health bars worth of damage, especially when you get in the later parts. So maybe part of it's just I'm too used to Tech Vegito being cold with it. But I don't know. I was never like super impressed with his counter damage or anything even before. So I don't know. I guess I don't really have anything too much to say about it. So he interrupts an enemy's attack too, doesn't he? That's looks like what just appeared, and I didn't see anything get broken. Let's see here. As Ultra Instinct Goku. Oh no, he's disabling enemy's guard. Nice. Guaranteed dodge here. No chance to die off of our GOAT's Goku here. That is fucking spectacular. Guaranteed dodge. Exactly what I wanted to see. Yeah, he really needs to crit more. I mean, he's no Vegeta who's got guaranteed crits and much higher attack stats. He's only 55%, so I don't want to act like he's crazy. Like, hitting all these super attacks here, you know, for as high as they are, is pretty crazy, even with a 77% attack active skill, like extra stuff there. Obviously adds a ton. Obviously wish he was doing a little bit more damage, but I honestly can't super complain about it. 88 million from Goku. Holy shit. Yeah, the UI Goku especially is monstrous. He is monstrous with his limited time buffs. And like I said, he has higher limited time buffs than the other guy. I should it's somewhere. Someone mentioned it somewhere what his buffs were. Let's just let me see here. I saw someone tweet it out because they don't tell you what it is officially. I don't believe so. All right, we got a couple active skills here. We'll activate this one. This one is obviously incredibly strong. Is he technically get more with him? No, actually has more with him. That's interesting. That's kind of what I thought. All right, we also have a revive up just in case someone decides they don't want to dodge, or someone decides they want to, you know, be an idiot. Like, we do have a revive up just in case. I'm going to throw that out. I'm going to throw out the God's attack. They did attack the previous turn, which of course means they have the max attack that they could do here. Nice. Holy beautiful. Holy freaking nut, dude. All right. We'll do this. Ooh, my phone's dying. Okay, I should have been charging it when I was doing this stuff before. Okay, we'll grab that in the back. We'll grab this. Boom. We have the revive up, so I'm not worried about Vegeta in the back here even a little bit. This should be GG's. I'm going to go ahead and put the clear star on early. That is how confident I am. And I'm going to continue looking here and seeing where those limited time buffs were, because I cannot remember. Did they announce them on Twitter what they were? It's so bizarre to me that they don't have it like in game, like when you click on them or anything. Gonna look here. They might have tweeted it out with all their other info here. That or people just like look at it in game, but the Dokkan info website I use doesn't have it for whatever reason. Okay, let's see here. There's one attack right there. We just did an attack break. Let's see if this is deleted. Okay. Doing a lot of attacks, obviously. I'm like half trying to look at Twitter and look at this. Okay, yeah, so it was disabled. I swear to God, though, it wasn't. Maybe he just had an extra attack there and I missed it. But I swear that it like ended up getting deleted or something, like my attack break. All right, I'd be very surprised if he doesn't die. If he does not die, we can watch the Vegeta active skill because it will kill, and that'll be really interesting actually. All right. He did get hit once, so he's 60% damage reduction, super and everything. The guy himself only did 2 supers, double digits. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right. All right, guys. It was fun. Like I said, we'll watch this again since it will kill. Okay. Does he have a KO screen? I actually don't know. I guess we will find out together. And I will talk to you guys next time on the cooler stage. All right, here we are against the Metal Cooler Core stage. Now this one is a little interesting. We obviously get a ton of negative key here, and a couple other baloney. I'm actually gonna float this Goku off, and we'll keep him up here. Can we get him? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. All right, perfect. We get them the full key too as well. Beautiful. And he is not really getting anything. He gets an extra 7 key and everything too. Unfortunate for him. Oh well. So one thing we really have going for us here is, and we want to make sure we do, and another reason why that Super Easy Vegeta isn't here again, is we do have to deal with locking. So it is in our best interest to have as many of our characters as possible be able to tank slot 1, which spoilers, none of them really can. So that means we don't really have to worry about tanking slot 1. We need to worry about dodging slot 1. So we'll be doing that. Metal Cooler himself here is already at a 5 million super. He gets 50% extra damage just as a part of his super attack. He gets a 50% super attack effect, I guess I should say. But he can do it up to 3 times per turn, which he usually does with 0 cooldown. I don't think this part's super hard or anything. It's obviously a lot. What's really hard is, of course, the Metal Cooler Core. He does have massively raised attack and defense for 1 turn with a 6 million super attack, 2 million normals, locks, and has a threshold. Now the threshold should hopefully not be too much of a problem for this team. I hope. I guess I don't know for sure. That's just a hope. Let's see here. We could actually just calc that, I guess, just straight up. That's extra to that. So, oh, okay. So, anyways, we'll get hit by a decently hard super. I'm not super worried about it just because, you know, I just don't think it's a huge thing to worry about. He does do it twice, though, and with a 100% attack raise, that does raise the normals by quite a bit, so that could be kind of scary. But, you know, if we just need to dodge everything anyways, then we just need to have dodge characters. Vegeta, we do have the Int Vegeta. He'll be just totally fine. And we get guaranteed dodge here too, so we're just totally fine. We probably won't kill here right before we do the other one, so that should be fine. That would be kind of a big worry, actually, if we somehow had a way to kill here. We load up the next rotation, and then it's just boom. Oh, what do you know? Instant, excuse me, instant Vegeta slot 1, just instant death. Although I don't even know if he would necessarily. Depends on what the super attack is. He will have guard, 50% up to 80% damage reduction. Obviously on a pretty good lead. Also stat boosted, which I also did actually not look for while I was gone there for a second. So, oops, my bad, chat. So, gosh, I don't even know where it is. I forgot where it even is in the, where I saw it. I did see it though, because I saw people, you know, talking about how, well, I guess I didn't really see them talking about it. I was talking amongst myself about how the Goku gets significantly higher buffs than the Vegeta. So Vegeta, I think they both get guaranteed crits now, regardless of their key level, which they already had guaranteed crits at 24 key, which, you know, isn't always the easiest thing to do for them. So, guaranteed crits for them. And then I swear Goku gets like almost double the attack and defense buffs that Vegeta gets. And I really don't get why Goku gets so much more. Well, I guess the defense Goku gets is a little pointless because he's still just pretty much a dodge character. Like, all that extra defense isn't going to do anything crazy for him, and if Vegeta got all that level of defense, then he would just be like just insanely busted just because he's got all that damage reduction and you know, it scales up like that. Now, and you know, gosh, and those turns where he has guards, he would actually just be invincible. So I guess I get it. I don't know why their attack is any different though, because I swear they have pretty similar attacks. I guess we'll get gosh, I guess he won't get any extra stacks. Who's coming in? The other guy. I'm not too worried. I don't really want to float him off though, just because I don't want him to be slot 1, get possibly locked slot 1. This is a little bit of a risk, and it risks us taking some damage, but I don't think it risks us dying just because we have that guard and all those extra buffs. And you know, and all the damage reduction, obviously. So I guess assume it, as long as the very first attack is in a super, we're probably fine. Even if the second attack was a super, would be fine. So I don't know. I guess at the end of the day, we're fine. Okay, time for the core, and we'll see how we get locked around. But we do have some pretty useful things for us. Like, of course, we have our exchange, we have everything, so that'll be nice. Okay. What do we see here? All right, he locked him. Doesn't really matter. I'm actually going to switch into this one. We'll go ahead and activate his super attack. Boom. Or his active skill, sorry. Boom. We'll do that. We'll have him just fine. We'll activate that there quick too. Boom. All right, no reason to hold back or anything. And we have no what's the word I want to use here? We don't have any like negative effects that we're gonna have to worry about getting hit with. Like, he doesn't stun or any of that bullshit. So we got no reason not to just stay slot 1 here. Take this. Oh my god, dude, what are you doing to my character with over 100% damage reduction? Oh no. All right, 78 million. That's nice. I think the Goku. We obviously didn't have the multi-turn buff from the Goku because you know, he was floated on there. So, he's not going to be hitting nearly as impressive. This one's also mine here. He's full link levels, but 55%. Still good. Still very good character. Do not get me wrong. Nice 3 crits and everything. He's got guaranteed crits this turn. Yeah, Vegeta looks nice. Vegeta looks just very, very nice. I think that he is just pretty incredible. Goku, I mean... I guess Goku did technically get us killed just a second ago. What's super interesting, I don't know, dude. It's just hard for me not to say, like, Goma's obviously up there for number 1 in the game. I'd say any team you can run her on, you do when he dominates, regardless of length. He's just pretty incredible. But you can't run Goma on, like, every team. And I know technically he got us killed in a way. I'm not going to blame it on him. But the Blue Goku and Vegeta, dude, it's... How are they just not number 1 in the game? Like, I'm sorry. They are just like all these units but better. He took that super that freaking crippled this Goku right here. Like, literally, like he would have super died if he didn't, you know, have the survive KO attacks. He just took that for double digits, doc. For double digits. Like, I know it was post super, you know, just still. And he had an 80% chance to dodge it, which he didn't do, but it doesn't matter. Like, it's crazy. Goku here. Oh. He didn't dodge. Well, that's the end.